All right, picked up this isn't a project. I actually bought this machine strictly for the tires. So this is a fairly late 70 diesel Deere. Originally, like I said, I only bought it for the 23-degree Firestones that are in excellent condition. I'm going to put those, and the rims seem to be in excellent condition as well. When you look around them, I certainly don't see any problems with the rims. I don't think they have fluid in them, but I bought it for the tires. I paid $2,300 for the tractor with a loader. Supposedly it runs. Frankly, I didn't care because honestly, a new set of tires and rims is about $3,000 by the time you, particularly Firestones. I think the tires, if you buy them online, are like $720 to $750 a piece. If you buy them locally, they're about $800. And then if you want the rims, they're an additional $600 or $700 each, from what I remember. So by the time you get in shipping, tax or something, I mean, you're going to be $3,000 into a set of tires and rims. And I know I need a set of tires for my Oliver Super 88 diesel, and then I needed a new set of tires for my 730 diesel. So originally I was just going to pull the tires off this machine, pull the loader off, see if I could sell the loader separate or scrap it or whatever. And basically after I got to looking at it, it had a little tagline in the auction that said it had a experimental 720 front end. It's honestly, it looks like just a letter series or two-digit series, whatever you want to call it, round front, a round tube front end, but it has these steering knuckles, or I would call them steering knuckles, that are definitely off of the square tube front. They do look newer than the rest, and then based on the hack job right here, I'm guessing they've broken before, probably due to loader work, so I'm guessing there's a good amount of wear on the pins and whatnot. I'm looking at that nut right there. I think that's just grease and whatnot. But it's got a couple interesting things on it related to, parts. It's just a super late 70. We can go over there and look at the serial number. But I think what I'm going to do, I couldn't get it started there. The pony motor does at the auction, so we just pushed it on the trailer. But the pony motor does spin over. I just can't figure out if it doesn't have spark or if I can't get fuel to it. What I want to do today is I want to get it off the trailer, and I either need to crank it or I need to pull the loader off so I can roll it off the trailer. So that's, and see, it's got one new front tire and that other rim is new. So, I mean, I'm excited about that. But yeah, I mean, so it's 7030941 is the serial number. So it's a fairly late 70. But one of the things, and a friend and I were talking about this, I don't think that's the correct PTO setup for, or PTO foot pedal for a 70. The lights even work, which was just astounding to me. And it's obviously missing the front nose cone. So I mean, it's a parts unit unless it just turns out to be something, super rare, or I don't think it's going to be, but if we do find that out, that's, we'll do something about it then. We'll do some research before we get too far into it. Yeah, I mean, these tires are just, I mean, see, there's not even any wear around. There's not even any rust around the valve stems. So, and you can tell that it's got a bunch of farmer hacks on it. I mean, you got the clamps to the rings for the duals, and they're just welded on bolts. So, and then you've got, in the back, you've got it's just a single hydraulic, so nothing special there. It did come with all kinds of tools in the battery box. Thorson 3/4 ratchet, all kinds of just random wrenches and stuff. We'll get into that later. But yeah, I mean, we'll dig into it a little bit. Like I said, I want to see if I can get it running. The pony motor turns over, but I don't know what's wrong with it. The gauges look fairly good when you look at them. I'm not going to get up on the trailer, but the gauges do look fairly intact. So maybe I can use the gauges for a couple things. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get off the trailer. I bought this tractor, and then I also bought that little B right there. Let's see here. I don't even know the year of it. It was dirt cheap. So it's got terrible tires on it. The front tires are off the rims. I guess those are F&H front wheels or front rims. It does turn over. It should run. It turns over, but I mean, this is a parts unit as well. This tire is okay, but I'm gonna pull it apart. I mean, it's small enough that we're gonna pull it apart pretty quick and get it out of here, so it's not taking up space. Because like I said, it runs. I mean, it turns over, and let's see here because I did this the other night. The battery was purchased in March of 23. So let's see here. Ready? I'll make sure it's up. Yeah, see, it turns over nice. So it should run. I don't see why it wouldn't run. I gotta get the battery cable back off. I don't want to run the battery down. So we'll get this one running. We'll see if we can get some air in the tires. Like I said, I just bought it because it was cheap, and I already had. I bought this B, that 70, and then the last one I bought is down here. Sorry for the wind. This is a D down here. It actually took me 2 trips. I've spent 8 hours in the last 3 days moving tractors. So it's about 1.5 hours each way, plus an hour of loading. So I went down the other day and got the D and the B, and then I went down this morning and got the 70. So here's the D. Nothing to write home about. In fact, the reason I bought this is I need some parts for my D right there. Hopefully I'll get inside before too long. I did screw up. I went down and looked at it. I did not see that big repair in the top of the block. So this is also a parts unit, but I would like to see it running. It is free. So, and it looks like somebody's recently done some work to it based on all the new bolts and hardware and whatnot. So I think I'll go ahead and get this one, or at least attempt to get this one running, and then we can kind of go from there. I just got it pushed down here the other night with the 4066. So those are my purchases. I've got lots of work ahead of me. I got the 70, the B, this D, that AR's got to go, that WD's got to go, that Power King's got to go, and that Power King needs to be finished. That D needs to go in a building, but that's where I'm at with projects. If you want to see videos on me trying to get these running, I am certainly happy to make them. It's not how the channel started, and so I've been reluctant to make videos for the larger stuff that I've been getting into, like that combine. It's just I've gotten into larger stuff, and that's not necessarily what the channel was originally about. And I haven't done any lawn and garden stuff. I've got that 430 and that 425 or that 445 that I recently bought, but I haven't made it to those yet. And so I figured I would do videos on both of those, cleaning up the 445 and then tearing down the 430. But if you want to see stuff like this B, get it running, tearing it apart, let me know. I've been working on a 430 the last couple months, and not a 430. I've been working on a 4020 the last few months, and that has really tested my knowledge in terms of tearing that 4020 apart. I've learned a lot, but it's definitely taken me quite a bit of time to do that. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. Just hauling junk home, junking up the place, So that's what my wife, I think, would say I was doing, is junking up the place. So we are actually having a really warm day here, and so I think we're going to go grab some lunch and then come back, and I'm going to see if I can't get that off the trailer. So thanks for watching.